Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Major breaking news. Looks like the next Dokkan Fest is going to be Metal Cooler to me. I mean, we look at this instantaneously, immediately, at first thought, is Metal Cooler. Remember, it is pretty short and sweet that typically that is how it goes, right? So, I mean, one of the first gifts right there, like it's, I would say 99% this is Metal Cooler. This does also make a ton of sense because the coolers are like, we're good to go with easy A's for this. I have said many times, right, that I fully expect, in particular, this guy. I think that this guy is going to Easy A before Part 3 of the 11th anniversary. This is the first Carnival character, okay? And he needs to Easy A, I think, before they Easy A the Part 2 8th anniversary LRs who will Easy A during the 11th anniversary, right? So we're talking about the EGL Goku and the Int Kid Gohan, right? Those characters. So, I'm thinking that we're going to see a spot for these guys Easy A. Moving directly into another movie celebration, I think is a great idea, because like movie bosses and movie heroes are like just utterly a disaster right now. So Cooler, could be a pretty big time movie bosses character to jump in and kind of help things out. So like now this is good, right? Like we're tying this into the next celebration. Again, if we go through the worldwide Easy A's during this celebration, like this whole team, both the movie hero side and the movie bosses side, will be massively buffed. Now, it's funny, this week right here, I could have never anticipated that this week would have nothing except for a couple of stages, right? We had 2 Red Zone stages, an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, and then just like the Predatory Planet event stages. I did not think that that was going to be something that was going to happen, where that's all we would have for the week. It's just those stages. It was pretty surprising to me, right? I was thinking that we would end the celebration with massive Easy A's, and then we would go into the next Dokkan Fest next week, right? Now I'm kind of thinking that like the celebration could end with some big time Easy A's, right? So kind of like an EX part type thing, which, if you go back through like a lot of these major celebrations, a lot of them have done that. Tanabata hasn't itself really done that. But a lot of these celebrations, remember the TDC we're doing, the celebration right now is kind of the replacement of that. So I think that we could see details, for this character. I was expecting it either tomorrow, but I was thinking more so the 28th. So, probably we're going to get the full reveal in 2 days from now. So it'll be 46 hours, I believe. But, I could be wrong. I could have it timed up a little bit off. So I think in 46 hours, what we're probably going to see is Metal Cooler Dokkan event announcement, right into, and then, super attack animations and details for the character, all kind of put out, right at the same time in 2 days is what I'm fully expecting. Now, I mean, let's just quickly talk about other options, and then after that, I just want to, like, take it back to Metal Cooler and talking about him. But, like, for now, let's just look at what could be other options. I do have this pulled up, like, the baby possessed Saiyans. I think it's within the realm of possibility. I would say I also would be totally okay with, like, baby. Like, if this, to me, this is Metal Cooler, man. Like, it's just... Like, this is just, like, it's the iconic scene, like, it's that. Like, that's exactly what this is. But, like, if we were to really try and stretch it as much as we could, baby, what's funny is I did actually see people saying Ninja Murasaki. I don't think so, but, I mean, something about that would be very silly. I don't think Ninja Murasaki is getting a Dokkan Fest. So this is who Goku fights this guy in Muscle Tower. This is, like, seriously, maybe one of the best moments in Dragon Ball history. Like, I love the fight Goku versus Ninja Murasaki, but I mean, it's just, this is really stretching the limits of a character that would actually get a Dokkan Fest. Like, I don't think so. Ninja Murasaki? Like, I don't think so. But, like, there is 5 of them, right? Like, the Ninja Murasaki brothers. Is this 5? No, this is 7. This is 7. That's not... Wait, how many... There's 5... Wait, hold on. I actually got to double check this. How many Ninja Murasakis were there? Okay, yeah, it's 5. It's 5. It's 5. It actually has been... I haven't done, like, a full... Because what I would do is I've done, like, a full watch through. I would start with the Bardock special, and I would go through all of Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball Z, all of Dragon Ball GT. You know what's funny is I don't know how much I've talked about this, but way back in my YouTube career, so we're talking like before I even got into Dokkan and stuff like that, I was doing a lot of like, you know, like walkthroughs, let's plays. When I would like upload these and like kind of like write the information or whatever for these videos, for all these, I was going through the entire series of Dragon Ball. Like, I would just be playing that. And, like, I went through the whole series multiple times just while kind of, like, uploading all these videos and stuff back in the day, right? So, it's, like... But it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen one. But it's 5. So, there's 5 Ninja Murasaki brothers. But I don't think so. I don't think... Here, let me get rid of this. That site is going to cause the browser to crash. I don't think it's going to be Ninja Murasaki. I don't think it's going to be Baby. I think Cooler is what we're going to get right here. Now, let's just talk about Cooler. Cooler himself has had, honestly, a dominating presence in Dokkan history. If we pull this up, right, and let's just look at the major characters. This guy, back then, so the second anniversary Super Saiyan 4s were, like, legendary old-time characters. Oh, my God, the second anniversary was so good. And then they dropped this Cooler, and everyone was like, oh, my God, like, is Cooler actually even better than the Super Saiyan 4s? Like, it was stunning how great he was. Obviously, the 2022 Cooler, we know how he was, you know, anyone who tries to downplay him, they're full of shit. He was easily top 3 in the game. I think the only reason I'd even go to 3 is just because we had 2 defensive juggernauts, the Tech Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta and Trunks, in the Red Zone meta. But Cooler was top, like, there was an obvious top 3, and Cooler was in it, I think. He was a legendary all-time character. This Metal Cooler, this guy came out, this was Halloween of 2018. People don't remember now, this guy was fucking broken when he came out. This guy was crazy, this Metal Cooler, when he first came out. But again, we're talking 2018. Huge amount of time ago, okay? So there's that Metal Cooler. And then this guy, and we have to talk about LR Metal Cooler. This guy is another one of the, in terms of TURs, this guy's original release is on a very small list. Like, he's within the 5 best TURs ever, or something like that. This guy's original release was so obscenely broken, this guy. And LR Metal Cooler, I would say this is the one I'm the most lukewarm on of all Cooler releases. This is the one where I'm kind of, you could definitely do shenanigans. I do respect some of the shenanigans you could pull with them, but I'm not the biggest fan of him. So, I mean, chat, we have, dude, and even Gekishin Squadra, I mean, hello, is Cooler broken enough? Like, dude, he is insane in Gekishin. So, not only do I think this is going to be Cooler, but I think we are about to see, like, a ridiculously strong TUR. Keep in mind, guys, I've said this many times recently. This year, 2025, to me, resembles 2022. Exactly. Because the start of the year had the new leader skill meta. This is the first time since 2022 that's happened. All the releases at the start of the year ended up kind of being like fodder by the midway point of the year, pretty much just like 2022. But if it's going to remain like 2022, that means we're about to go on a ridiculous run of these TURs being broken. Because remember, October of 2022 is one of the best months in Dokkan history. We had 3 premium units, Path to Power Kid Goku and DokkanFest Game 1 and 2. Utterly insane characters, right? So, my guess here is that this is going to be Metal Cooler, and he's going to be very good, and we're probably going to see these 4 characters either maybe EZA this month. Well, October. This is like kind of like the October celebration. But I think we could see all 4 of these characters EZA. Like this, to me, this seems like this is, this is typically kind of like a post big celebration cooldown. I mean, if Metal Cooler, I think is kind of exciting. And then if we get these guys, chat, this could be a pretty fun celebration. So let me know what you guys think. Again, to me, it's obviously Metal Cooler.